Here's a fact about checks that almost nobody knows, and scammers exploit it ruthlessly. When a check is deposited, your bank makes the money available to you within a day or two, but that does not mean the check is good. The real verification happens later, sometimes 2 weeks later, so a check can clear, let you spend the money, and then bounce. And by law, you're on the hook for every dollar. This gap between funds available and check actually good is the engine of the entire fake check scam. Understanding it protects you from a whole family of cons. Here's the truth. Money showing up in your account from a check does not mean the check is real. A fake check can take 2 weeks or more to bounce, and when it does, the bank takes the money back, even if you've already spent it. Never send money based on a check you've deposited. Banks are required to make deposited funds available quickly, usually within a day or two. Most people assume that means the check cleared, the money's mine. It doesn't. It means the bank is fronting you the money, while the check works its way back to the bank it was drawn on. If that bank says the check is fake, or the account is closed, or there were no funds, the check bounces, and your bank reverses the deposit, reclaiming the money from your account. If you already sent some of it to a scammer, that loss is yours. Now, how do fake check scams work? The pattern is always the same. You get a check. You're told to send part of the money somewhere. The check later bounces. The overpayment. A buyer sends a check for more than your item's price, asks you to refund the difference. The check bounces. Your refund is real and gone. The prize or lottery scam. You won. Here's a check to cover the taxes or fees. Just wire back the fee amount. The check is fake. Your wired fee is real. The job scam or mystery shopper. You're hired. Sent a check to buy equipment or gift cards or evaluate a money transfer service. Told to keep some and send the rest. You're a money mule. The check is fake. And the "we sent too much for your work" version. Any setup where a check arrives and you're asked to send part of it onward. In every case, the scammer is racing the clock. They need you to send real money before the fake check bounces. That 2-week lag is their entire window. So here's what to do. Never send money based on a check you've deposited. Not part of it, not the difference, not a fee. Wait until you're certain it's truly permanently cleared. Ask your bank directly. Has this check fully cleared, or are you just making the funds available? They're different questions, and the answer that matters is the first one. Full clearing can take weeks. Be suspicious of any check you weren't expecting, especially with a request to send money back or onward. And never deposit a stranger's check and forward the money. That's the money mule trap, and it can be a crime. Here's what I'd do. I'd hold one fact firmly. Funds available is not check is good. So I would never ever send money out based on a check I'd deposited, no matter how much time seemed to have passed or how real my balance looked, because I know the true verification can take 2 weeks, and the loss lands on me if it bounces. And any scenario where a check arrives, and I'm asked to send part of it back or onward would end right there. A real payment never requires me to return a slice of it. So whether it's a buyer, an employer, or a prize, the moment a deposited check comes with a send money back instruction, I'd recognize the fake check scam and keep my money exactly where it is. So let's practice. You sell a couch for $400 online. The buyer mails a check for $1,400 by mistake and asks you to deposit it and send back the extra $1,000 via Zelle. 2 days later, your balance shows the $1,400, so it must be fine, right? Run the facts. Funds available isn't check cleared, and no real buyer overpays and asks for money back. You send nothing. 2 weeks later, the check bounces and the $1,400 vanishes from your account. But because you never sent the $1,000, you're out nothing. The lag that traps others protected you, because you refused to send money from a check.